Hello, and thank you for tuning into Tech Talk Tuesday. My name is Brian Mursky, and I am the owner of Veranda Technologies. We're here in Brick Township, and we service Monmouth, Ocean, and the surrounding counties in New Jersey. We spent the better part of this weekend, a good deal of time anyway, watching news, weather-related news, and keeping good thoughts for our family and friends and colleagues down in Florida and Georgia and Alabama and places like that, and also the folks still going through Harvey recovery over in the Houston and Texas area. And it got us thinking about power. We tend to lose, even without a hurricane, we tend to lose power in this area from time to time. My neighborhood, particularly at home, loses it quite a bit. We're all along a county road, so even if there's just an accident or a thunderstorm and a line snaps, despite the fact that my neighborhood is buried cable, we tend to lose power quite a bit, and I'm not sure why. So we struggle with that, and I've got clients, obviously, with servers and computers that you don't want to go down abruptly. So I thought we would talk this week a little bit about UPSs. Uninterruptible power supply is what UPS stands for. They look like the devices pictured on the left. They run anywhere from $40 and $50 up to thousands of dollars. There's a bit of an art to buying them. Yeah, you can walk into Costco and just pick one up off the shelf. Great. There is a little bit of an art to buying them, only because what you plug into them will run for different amounts of time based on what that device is and how large the UPS is that you buy. So I'll explain first, I guess. Let me back up a bit and tell everybody that doesn't know what a UPS is. A UPS is really a battery that plugs into a wall. It's a device with power outlets on it, ranging anywhere from 4 outlets to sometimes 20 outlets. It has one plug that goes into a standard 120 volt 3-prong outlet that you would plug a lamp or a computer or anything into in your home or business, and it has a battery in it. It monitors or watches the electrical current coming from the wall, and if that current should disappear, if electricity should go away for any reason whatsoever, instantly, snap of a finger instantly, probably quicker than that, I guess, the unit takes over and supplies power to everything plugged into it, and then keeps those devices on for a period of time. So, for example, you can't take that one at the bottom there, which would be like a $60 unit, $65 unit, and plug a refrigerator into it. You'd get about 12 seconds and the refrigerator would turn off, and you'd probably do damage to the UPS itself. That's why I say if you're thinking about buying one, give us a call, reach out to me, drop me an email, whatever, and we'll help you certainly spec one out for the whatever it is you're buying it for. We use them a lot for servers and computers. We have one here in the house with our fish tank connected to it. So the fish tank, pump, filter, and heater are all connected to it. And generally I size these out so that you'll get 30 to 60 minutes of power for whatever it is that's plugged in. So when we lose power, I'm hoping that it doesn't go out for longer than, let's say, an hour. If it does, you'll need another plan, basically. So, and I do want to just make sure I'm clear. These devices wouldn't really help much for the folks in Florida, Georgia, Texas right now. They're not long-term. They're not meant to provide long-term power to your devices. They're meant to provide short-term power to your devices. However, when we went through Sandy, Hurricane Sandy back here in 2012 in my area, I used 2 of these specifically just to charge cell phones, because cell phones draw not much power at all, right? You can charge them with the little portable batteries that you carry around with you. These aren't that much bigger. I mean, they're certainly heavier, but you can stick one in the front seat of your car pretty easily, bring it to somewhere that has power, charge this up, and then bring it back home. And you could probably charge a cell phone 15 to 25 times off of one of these, probably more for the device pictured up top, which would run about $150. So when Sandy was going to hit, I actually ran out to the store and I bought 3 UPSs the size of the top one pictured there. Spent about $400, but I knew that if they were charged in advance, right, so I just left them plugged in my garage to an outlet, they all charge up, and then if we lose power, I could charge a cell phone off of them. If you have nothing plugged into it, the battery's not running down. They'll hold a charge for weeks, probably months, and you can then plug something. You plug a light or a modem, whatever it is that you want to plug in. You can power up, and then the clock starts ticking from that point on. Right. So they're great for servers. They're great for routers, switches, modems. So when the power did go out for Sandy, for example, I have a computer plugged into one of these with my modem. Comcast was actually still up, so I could get on the internet. We can communicate with people. We could find out what's going on in the area. You just have to then start managing your power and keeping track of how much runtime you have remaining based on what's plugged in. Most of the better ones do have USB cables that you can run, the kind of cable you'd have on your printer, and you run one from the UPS itself to your computer or server. And then you can install software. We can help you with that, or you could do it. It's pretty easy. That allows your computer or server then to also track how much battery power is remaining, and you can set shutdown commands, to smoothly shut things down. So, for example, you can tell your computer when there's 10 minutes of battery remaining or 10% of battery remaining, gracefully power yourself off. This way, if you're not around the computer when the power goes out, maybe your office has them, right? All of our clients, if you have a server, we make sure it's on a UPS. You don't ever want a server not plugged into a UPS, because if the power goes out, the server turns off, and that's not good for a server. So you can basically set them so they'll gracefully shut things down if you're not around. Most of the better ones now even allow you to send an email out, so I can have my clients alerted or have me alerted if a particular site loses power. So very handy to have. They take the brunt of any electrical surge, including lightning, so it's an insurance policy as well. You don't want your equipment getting hit with a lightning strike or some kind of a quick electrical surge. You want the brunt of that to be bared by the UPS. So many reasons to get them, no reason not to get them. If you would like help sizing one out, speccing one out for whatever it is that you want to plug into it, please let us know. They're also great for medical equipment. If you have medical equipment that you need to keep powered up, oxygenators, whatever, they're ideal for that kind of application. And because then you don't need to power up a gas generator just for short term, basically. Drop us a line. We can help you out. If you have one that's aging and you're not sure if the batteries in it are still good, we can help with that too. You can also test them by pulling the plug out of the wall and seeing how much runtime you have, but just keep in mind that the batteries in these over years will degrade, so just keep that in the back of your head. Otherwise, have a wonderful week. We look forward to seeing everybody next week on Tech Talk Tuesday, and if you have any questions about UPSs, give me a call, 732-743-5772, or drop me an email at helpdesk@verandatech.com.